like to say something about morals and differences and how it relates to a lot of things that I learned on my own. Because I'm going to therapy, so don't get me wrong. I may seem like I'm a bit psycho, like this, but don't you worry, I got this. I'm gonna say these things without crying, and yeah. One of the people that I started paying for University.com, who is seen as misogynistic, let me tell you one thing. When you live one life and you have an epiphany of what things are supposedly supposed to be, and then you all of a sudden realize, hey, it's supposed to be something way different, things kind of change. And by change, I mean you see things differently, you hear things differently, you think about things differently. And it's hard because the way you feel and see things and hear things, you never understand what is supposed to be said, especially when it comes to like understanding English as like an example. But don't get me wrong, living in a world that feels faithful but isn't at all, I'm gonna tell you, that part's easier said than done. Like, as an example, 4% of me is Scandinavian, which means it's Swedish, and I don't know if it's Norwegian. But also, part of me is British and Irish, and then part of me is German and French. Now, I understand some of the history from those countries are not really the best because of the people or the things that happen there. Even at my job, sometimes I feel like when I am giving hand signals for communication to tell people that are shopping where I'm going with a heavy load that's on a pallet on the floor, I feel like sometimes I'm representing Hitler, which I hope no one sees that as. But it makes me feel cool, but I want to make sure that I'm important because sometimes I'll use my voice, I'll just do a click to make a sound so people hear me as like a horn on a big truck. But as an example, I respect somebody that shows love, not tells me. However, it's going to be hard for me to determine who's really showing me love when I tell